Femi was more than just a trader. He came from a lineage of traditional healers who understood the power of the spiritual world. For years, he had avoided using this knowledge, but Omondi had pushed him to his breaking point. One moonlit night, Femi prepared for a ritual. He had secretly taken a photo of Omondi during one of their confrontations, and he now held it up to the flickering candlelight. "Omondi," Femi murmured, "you have tormented the innocent for too long. Tonight you will learn the price of your arrogance." He chanted words in a language older than the hills, invoking a curse that would strike at the heart of Omondi's pride. The next morning, Omondi woke up feeling strange. As he stood to stretch, he noticed a bizarre heaviness in his groin. Looking down, his jaw dropped. His manhood had grown to an absurd length, dragging down to his knees, and it was still growing. By the time it stopped, it was as long as his legs. "What kind of witchcraft is this?" Omondi roared. He tried everything to hide his condition, wearing oversized trousers, walking with a limp, but the transformation was impossible to conceal. His colleagues whispered behind his back. Vendors he had tormented openly mocked him. Desperate, Omondi sought help from priests, doctors, and traditional healers, but none could reverse the curse. His condition turned him into a pariah, and his career crumbled. In his misery, Omondi finally realized the pain he had inflicted on others. He sought out Femi, falling to his knees and begging for mercy. "Please," Omondi sobbed, "I'll do anything to undo this." Femi looked at him coldly. "First," Femi said, "you must confess your sins to those you wronged." Omondi nodded in agreement. Omondi's confession was public and painful. He admitted to every crime he had ever committed. The confession took place in the middle of the marketplace, the very ground where his reign of terror had caused so much pain. Word spread quickly, and by the time he stood to speak, a large crowd had gathered. Men and women who had suffered under his corruption came to witness what many thought would never happen: the mighty officer Omondi admitting his crimes. Femi stood at the edge of the crowd, arms folded, watching silently. Omondi cleared his throat. His uniform, once a symbol of his power, now hung on him like a burden. His voice, usually commanding, trembled as he spoke. "I have come here today to confess my sins," he began. "For years I used my position as an officer of the law to hurt the very people I swore to protect. I extorted you, humiliated you, and sent innocent people to